this sentences on WhatsApp. Now we'll see that is the parts of sentence. That is the next topic, that is the parts of sentence. As you know that a sentence has two parts, that is the subject and predicate. As you know that children, so a sentence have the two parts, that is the subject and predicate. So suppose here one sentence is given, my mother loves tea. Here it is given, my mother loves tea. Here my mother, so my mother, it is the noun, that is the subject, and predicate start from the verb. So if you want to guess the sentence, that which part of the sentence is subject and which part of the sentence is predicate, then always you have to see the where the subject is given. Sometimes the subject is given at the start of the starting of the sentence, and sometimes it is given at the end of the sentence. So you have to see where it is given the noun or pronoun, that is the subject. So that part is called as the subject, and the from the verb and the object is called as the predicate. So here again one sentence is given here, the people in the room were enjoying the music. Here the people in the room is the subject, and here were is the what it is a verb. So this part, that is the remaining sentence, is called as the predicate. Here were enjoying the music is predicate. Now the next sentence we will see, the baby is sleeping. Here the baby is the subject, is sleeping is the helping verb. So it start the from is we have to underline, that is the remaining part of the sentence is predicate. Now we will see the definition of subject and predicate also, but just I am bifurcating the sentence into how to bifurcate the sentence into subject and predicate. Now here one again one example is given, all the children are ready for the trip. So all the children, here it is the subject, are ready for the trip. Are is given, that is the helping verb is given. So it is the, from here we can understand that this part of the sentence is predicate. Now we will see the definition of subject. So what do you mean by subject? Now subject means what? A subject is that part of a sentence that names the person or thing about whom something is said. Actually subject is what? Subject is the part of the sentence that names the person or thing, and the name of the person or thing about whom something is said. Means here my mother loves tea, means here the mother is the name, it is the person, and it is the person, and it is said something about her that she loves tea. So this is the subject. Subject means what? Again I will tell you, a subject is that part of a sentence that names the person or thing about whom something is said. Now we'll see the predicate. So see here, predicate means what? A predicate is a word or a group of words that tells us something about the subject. So in a last sentence we have seen, that is the my mother loves tea. So my mother is the subject, but what happened, predicate is given in that sentence is loves tea. So here it is that it is a group of word, or we can say the group of word that tells something about the subject. So loves tea means it was said about the mother that what mother loves about mother loves tea. So here the predicate is the word or a group of words that tells about something about the subject. So I think that you have understood, children. Now we'll see the features. So see, first, the subject is usually placed before the predicate, but sometimes the order is changed. The subject remains the same in spite of change in its position. As I told you before that the subject can come at the starting of the lesson or starting of the sentence, or it can come afterwards also at the end of the sentence. So you have to see where it is the. So for example, here it is given, the letter came after a few days. So here the letter is subject, and from verb, that is the remaining part, is the predicate. But here see, after a few days came the letter. Here the predicate is given first and the subject is given afterwards. So you have to find out the subject properly and then underline the subject and predicate. Now we will see the in imperative sentence. In imperative sentences, the subject is always you. It is not mentioned but implied. As I told you that in imperative sentence, directly orders are given or directly it is said, subject is not given, but we have to understood that it is mentioned you only. Means, for example, go there. So it means that you go there. Means subject here it is you. Have the medicine regularly. It means that you have the medicine regularly. Here the subject is you. So in imperative sentences, you have to understood that the subject is always you. Now we'll see the next. Again, in questions and exclamatory sentences, we find out what or who the sentence is about and identify the subject. Now here, have you been to the market? Have you been to the market means here the subject is you. Means every predicate has at least one verb. As you know that we are for the guessing what we are doing, from the verb we are the remaining part of the verb and the object is we are saying that it is the predicate part. So it means that every predicate has what? One verb. The verb changes according to the number of subjects. Now you know that according to the subject the verb also change. Here we will see one example, that is the dog is barking. Here the dog is one dog, and so one dog is there, that's why we will use that is the singular helping verb, that is the is. And in the next sentence, the dogs are barking. Here the plural verb is used. The plural verb is used in this sentence. The dogs, here the many dogs are there, that's why we are using are. Here helping verb we have used are. Here only one dog is there, that's why it is used is. Here many dogs are there means the subject is plural, that's why we are using the helping verb are. So the predicate may contain an object, a complement or an adverb. Now in a sentence, the predicate may have the complement or we can say object or adverb. Now here I will read the sentence so you will understand. My mother sings well. Now my mother is the subject, sing is the verb, but here well is the adverb. So now here in next sentence, subject is he, verb is caught, but here it is given ball. So ball means here it is not adverb, it is the object. And in a third sentence it is given they are singers. So here it is the complement. Here it is not given the object, only they have given they are singers. So these are the sentence may have the, or we can say the predicate may have the we can say the predicate may have the object, complement or adverb. Verb is there, compulsory verb is there, but in some sentences you can see the object, in some sentences you can see the adverb, and in some sentences you can see the complement. So children, this exercise also you have to solve in your notebook. So here it is identify the subject and predicate. Circle the subject and underline the predicate. The first one has been done. So here I will explain first one example is given. John is going to the market. So subject is here John. So you have to circle the John, that is the subject, and here is the helping verb is. So from is you have the remaining part is the that is the predicate. So John is subject and is going to the market is the predicate. So like this you have to solve this exercise in your notebook. So in next video we will see the next part, that is the phrases and clauses. So thank you children.